Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Nirmal Bangan. We have with us Riya Singh, a technical analyst currently joining in. Welcome to the show, Riya. My first question coming to you over here right now is with what's happening in the currencies market, especially with regards to where the pound goes. On the back of Brexit tensions, you are seeing that pressure that's building up on the pound as well. What's your assessment of the same?
Yes, hello, Hiraj. So, yeah, we are quite, we were predicting, the momentum in the pound was not justified, first of all, to go with. It was just going, in the bullish territory, mostly on the back of the overall strength that we were witnessing in the euro. So, plus the recent developments that we are witnessing with respect to the Brexit are putting the pressure on the pound. The statements that are coming from UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, he has destroyed any chances of trade negotiations, as he has stated that he's willing to let the talks fail and rather compromise on the deal, but to do something with the core Brexit principles that he has laid for. So there is not much of compromise that is happening on either side. So it looks like that there will be a very painful correction that can come forth in the pound in the coming sessions. Also, investors are now refocusing on the Brexit with the two sides accepting whatever conditions they need to do in order to reach a deal by mid-October. If that doesn't happen, there will be a long-term correction that will be coming into the pound. So we are quite bearish on the pound for the coming sessions.
Right. And apart from the pound as well, if you see in terms of what's happening with the dollar index, now it is gaining, and that's mainly on the back of renewed tensions between US as well as China. Do you think, I mean, a lot of conversations going on right now that there is a possibility the dollar index could dip to levels of 80, 85 as well. Do you see that happening?
See, we were witnessing quite a bounce back into the dollar from 91.72 levels, the low that it has tested before, breaching the major resistance in the dollar index for now is 90, and if it breaches that level, only then we can see the 88 levels coming forth. But will it come forth? Because see, it can, with respect to the new monetary policy that the Federal Reserve has taken forth of maintaining an inflation and boosting it to at least 2% for the coming days. So that is one prospect that can drag the dollar index down. But the recent pickup that we have seen, especially after the talk of President Donald Trump yesterday in session. So after that, we are seeing quite a pickup into the dollar index. So yes, he has again stirred up a calm sea of again giving threats out of punishing any American companies that will create jobs overseas, and especially those companies who will create businesses in China. So he has again stirred up the US-China trade tensions. We can say that even with the elections, nearing up, so the main issue that Trump has, or the main arrow that he has in his, with himself is the putting pressure on China. He has been doing so with with his campaign even when he got first elected. So he's continuing with that, and again putting up pressure on the China with respect to the banning of import of cotton and such. Will is playing in part of the greenback, and people are again going towards the greenback for the recent sessions. So I think this is what playing a major upper hand in gaining of the dollar index, and how China will retaliate with the recent developments will be something to look forward to. So if even they aggressively retaliate with respect to this, I think we can see another, the dollar index again going towards 93.50, 94 for at least coming sessions.
Right. And with that, if you see with what's happening to the rupee as well, clearly we did see an all-time low of 76.91 that was recorded in the month of April. And from there, there has been a good recovery that's come into the tune of almost around 4.5 to 5%. We are seesawing and pretty much mirroring with what's happening to the dollar index. Uh, if you could just help us understand what's the trend we are expected to see from here on, and what are the levels that we should be watching out for on the Indian rupee as well?
So Indian rupee has fallen under tension due to the arised border, arised nation border tensions with respect to the China. So this is what we are currently picking up with respect to the seesaw momentum that the rupee is witnessing. Even the bonds have risen up. So I think the China has accused Indian army of entering the territory, and we have crossed the the LOC in some of the areas in the Himalayan border. So I think these US-China, even the US-China tensions are playing its part. But as we have even noted before, that the major reason for rupee to correct was RBI letting his their hands out of the rupee momentum. Previously, they were having some hand in curbing the appreciation, but right now they have fully taken out their hand, and the recent seesaw is because of those when there is no intervention from the central bank. So yes, the dollar index gaining and the the border tensions are getting into play. Plus, there was a heavy sell-off in the domestic market from the FIIs in the yesterday session. So we are even seeing that. Uh, but and even if you see, the recent pickup that we are seeing from the lower levels was after the poor numbers that were published with respect to the economic numbers of India. So yes, I think for coming days, uh, uh, rupee will be in a very narrow range because there is no further guidance from the RBI as to what they will be doing. They are currently now purely focused on the bonds, uh, buying and selling, and how to straighten off the borrowing structure of the banks. So they are purely focused on that right now. So I think going forward it can test 74, but uh, unless it breaks off either range of 74 to 70 to 90, we will not see any major momentum into the rupee. So the current range that the rupee will maintain will be between 74 to 70 to 90.
Right. So, what are the strategies that you would recommend for today and tomorrow, Ria, that one needs to probably look at in terms of trading?
I think we can definitely go for short into the pound. There are fresh short positions that have been building up into the pound pair. So JPBINR is a good sell off from the higher highs. Anywhere near say 97 will be a good sell off, or below 96.65. So watch out for those levels. It can surely test 96.50 to 96.25 if it breaks off 96.65 even in the intraday session. So that is a good strategy to go off getting short into pound INR. The next strategy that one can go for is yen, JPYINR. We are seeing even in the intraday session, we are seeing quite a support from the lower levels, even though it is testing the lows of 69.20. It is not retaining those levels and quietly, sharply pulling back. So I think anywhere above 69.50, if it breaches, it can sharply correct, gain a green momentum towards 69.66, 69.75 for the coming session. That you can do for rupee. I think playing into call and put will be a safer option. So go for a call option of 60 of 73.75, 73.50 if it retraces back its gains. So 73.50, 73.75 call with the weekly expiry is a very good position to take in.
Right. So these are strategies that we should be watching out for as well. Thank you, Riya, so much for joining in and giving us those trading strategies. We will see you back on Thursday as well. Thank you so much.